So, do you know what? I'm going to start off by talking about this Natalya versus Lacey Evans match. This progressive match for the ages. It's progressive, yeah? The women are finally allowed to wrestle on a WWE show in Saudi Arabia. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Do you know what I mean? It's progressive, it's a step forward. No, what it is, it's a load of shite. It's 2019, I don't care what your laws are. If you're paying WWE to come over and put on a big show for you, yeah? You put a WWE show on, which, guess what? In 2019, because it's not 1840, features women. So if you're not going to let the women on it, then don't have the show in the first place, because this is not a male show anymore. But honestly, I'm just annoyed, really, because the show itself, yeah, the first hour and a half last night of the show, it was fine. We had the Mansoor Cesaro match. I really enjoyed that match. They got me from not caring about the match, yeah, to wanting the babyface to win. They did a great job in booking that match. And Cesaro, he's just one of the most reliable guys in the company. So I was actually feeling alright about the match. Even the tag team turmoil match, yeah. Tag team turmoil matches are normally crap. It was fine. It was okay. Sure, we had that horrific Brock Lesnar-Cain Velasquez match, but I don't know. I suppose we can get into that at another time. But I'm going to address the tweet that I put up. The tweet that seems to be getting, well, 206 likes, 28 retweets, God knows how many abusive comments towards me. And you know what? I've got thick skin. Really, if you're giving me abuse, people, I don't care. Do you know what I mean? So I put the tweet up last night. As someone who is proud to have a daughter, yeah, that's me, I'm proud to have a daughter, please, at WWE, do not try and tell me that having women wrestle head to toe, yes, head to toe in clothing is progression. You have Otis dressed like this below, and below I have inserted a picture of Otis in basically next to nothing. And these women can't even expose an arm on the show. Disgusting. Right, and below I get a bunch of people and they're like, oh, it's progression, there's women on the show. Seriously, behave yourself. I've got Paolo, he's saying, bro, please don't just find anything to complain about. This is huge steps and progress. No, it's not. Yeah, right? It's 2019, right? People are making out, I've just put another tweet up, people are making out as if this is some groundbreaking match. You're drinking the Stephanie McMahon and the Vince McMahon Kool-Aid. Because guess what? You've clearly not done your research. And anyone who knows this subject knows that women are frequent in Saudi Arabian sports. Yeah, they might not be like it is over here, but there's a female Saudi Arabian boxing champion. Yeah? A female Saudi Arabian boxing champion. There's a Saudi Arabian football women's team. A Saudi Arabian basketball women's team. And Stephanie McMahon wants to tell us that this is like some giant leap forward for mankind. That Natalya and Lacey Evans are having a match on a show dressed from head to toe. I mean, look at Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans' gimmick, she barely wears next to nothing, yeah? But because we're in Saudi Arabia, she's got to wear pants. She's got to wear this stupid Power Rangers outfit, yeah? It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And you people that are calling this progression, you're as big a part of the problem as anyone. You will literally take anything that the McMahons and WWE give you and just be like, oh, this is great, this is great. Honestly, I don't even know what is up with people, right? People are talking about the progression behind this match. Is progression women having bottles thrown at them on the way to the match? Is that progression? Women getting bottles thrown at them on their way to the ring? But we're supposed to be happy about this momentous moment. Wake up. This is a disgrace. People would be like, oh, you'd sooner than not be a match on the show, would you? Yeah, I'd sooner than not be on the match on the show because it's a slap in my face as a father, as a daughter in 2019 who has to watch this absolute bollocks. That's what we call it in England. We call it bollocks because it is bollocks. Seriously, it really, really annoyed me. I was actually enjoying the show last night until this. And I just don't understand how people are calling this progression. These are the same people that are like, there'll be a joke on Twitter and people are like, oh, he's sexist to someone. Oh, he's whatever. This, that. Everyone has a label for being an ism against someone in 2019. But it's okay for this Saudi Arabian show to force women to have to cover up their arms, their shoulders, their legs. and it's acceptable. It's progression. Give me a break. It's not progression, and it completely took me out of the entire show. And the fact that there's not more of a big deal about these bottles being thrown. Imagine if in an American show, yeah, someone threw a bottle at, say, I don't know, they threw a bottle at a certain colour of race. They threw a bottle at someone because of the people they want to be, the type of people they want to be in relationships with. There will be an uproar. But because Stephanie McMahon has told us that we're all supposed to be so happy that WWE have achieved this momentous thing of letting women wrestle on a wrestling show in 2019. Let that sink into your head. You're celebrating the fact that women are allowed to wrestle on the same show as men in 2019. Have a word with yourselves. Seriously, have a word with yourselves. And I'm sat here getting loads of abuse on Twitter for sticking up for it. Apparently, what a bad take I've got. Well, I'm sorry. I'd sooner have this take than be like this. I've got some of the people that, some people do agree, some people, the crowd's faces are priceless. Someone else, it's the rules of Saudi Arabia, skin equals death. Seriously, it's just. And then to this guy, this was a huge moment to have a women's match in the country. It was an amazing moment. Understand, when you're in another country, sometimes you have to observe the cultural dress as a guest to that country. Come on, mate, have a word with yourself. It's 2019. I don't care. It's not cultural, not allowing women to have the same rights as men. It's bloody ridiculous. It's called the laws, someone else said. I've replied, no, it's being called sexist, actually. That's what it is. It's sexist. It's ridiculous. But change has to start somewhere, someone else has said. Change. There's no change in this. As we saw, there's bottles getting thrown. Bottles are getting thrown at the wrestlers on the way to the ring. So yeah, so I don't really have much more to say to that. I feel like I've released some of the anger that I had last night as I'm watching everyone try and pander to WWE saying this is such a progressive moment. Have a word with yourselves. Seriously, have a word with yourselves. Right.